All right, hello VOD. Hello Jus. Hello Auroras. Yesterday after stream, I confess I played without you guys. Hello Brianna. And we worked on tier 7 water, and I did a couple of weird things, and I want to talk to you guys about them today. I have discovered two important components. One of them is the Draconic Evolution Potentiometer. And this thing is really cool. What it does is allows you to select a redstone signal strength. So if I click on this, it gives me a signal strength of 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 15, which is fire. And this allowed me to test a lot of this stuff for tier 7 water. So I'm going to give you spoilers for tier 7 water here. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, I suggest you mute just for a little bit, and then I don't know, I'll like twerk on screen or something, and you'll see when to come back. Anyway, this tier 7 water, what it does is it has a bunch of bits. So I have like a notebook here. I don't know if you can see it, but this is what I have written down. It's fucking some ramblings, but basically each redstone signal strength will give you 4 bits. Hello, Cyrus. Cheers. And based on the bit configuration of the redstone signal, so either like 0000 is 0 redstone signal. Hello, Solarius. Thank you for the 30 bits. How are you doing today, my friend? And you just need to decode all of this like into a series of instructions. So there are a total of 8 instructions that we can follow. If we're at 0, like 0 redstone strength, or let me actually, before I say that, let me explain this second component that I have discovered yesterday. This is called a bus converter. So see how the power is 5 right now? Let's see, are you running or are you just chilling? I think it worked last I checked. Let's see. All right, so whenever this is running, you'll see that it has a signal strength of 5 in the bottom right, power 5. So I will travel to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can see that this redstone signal is on. So what a bus converter does is it takes a signal strength and then outputs a single output based on that strength, and it has to do with the coloring of these insulated wires. So what we have is like, I think it goes white is 0, orange is 1, magenta is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on. And that allows me to give specific instructions based on the redstone signal output. So for here, when it says no bits machine overload, insert 10,000 liters of supercoolant, what it does is it takes an AND gate whenever this thing warms up and turns on. If we're on bit 1, we have these gigantic volumetric flasks, each sent to 10,000, and it pulls that through to this super tank, and then it gets deposited here in this energy hatch. And I can I'll show you guys what I mean by this. So bit 5 means it needs 5,000 liters of krypton, which is stored in these volumetric flasks, and also 4,608 millibuckets of neutronium. So what it does is it calls for this krypton and calls for this neutronium. I can show you right now. If I flick this lever, one of those volumetric flasks will get pulled into the super tank where the fluids are put down, and then I have fluid import buses, and you'll see right here 5,000 krypton and 4,608 molten neutronium, which is exactly what we're after. So I am very proud of this system that I think I've done this in the most cute way ever, but it is such a convoluted looking waterline, but it's kind of growing on me, this tier 7 water. I kind of like it. And then the second thing I did was something Dr. Nye from my Discord came up with, which is ridiculous. The concept is that no matter how many parallels you run on a machine, so for example, I'm running 4,000 parallels, and we're running this at, I think it's like, how many amps of UV? 256 amps of UV, which is a lot of energy. Like, I cannot passively give that away. But each of these, this clarifier purification unit takes only 30,000 EU per tick, and I think it's like 20 or 2 quadrillion or something, the amount of energy that I can hold. I don't know, some crazy number. But every time you do one of these recipes, even if you multiply the amount of parallels, so you're doing like 4,000 water to 4,000 times 0.9 water, you still only use one activated carbon filter mesh. So all of the catalysts that you put into the waterline don't pay attention to the parallels that you use, which is really a really interesting tiny little optimization that you can do. So we do a couple of different things to make sure that our catalyst usage is down as much as possible. One of them is I have this circuit here that only runs one step of waterline at a time. So I have tier 7 is running and none of the other ones are running. And what I do is I have tier 7 using all of the power that we can possibly use, 64 parallels, and that's a lot of energy. This thing takes how much? It's like a UHV amp, and so we're running that 64 UHV amps essentially, which is 256 UV. You guys see where I'm going with this? And we're still only using that small amount of catalyst. So the second optimization, other than doing this circuit to make sure that only one is on at a time, is this really goofy optimization where I give this Labotronic supercapacitor the same amount of energy that I would normally give it. So I think I'm giving this 16 amps of UV, which is what I was giving it before. But what I do is I've calculated that when I fill this up to maximum, I can run a single 120-second waterline cycle at 256 amps of UV per tick, and then benefit from all of those parallels while not using any more energy than I would, which is so goofy and such a funny little optimization. And as you can see, some of these things are expensive. Molten neutronium is not cheap. Molten superconductor-based UV is not cheap. So we want to use as little of this as possible. And that's what we are doing by putting all of these parallels down. So that's my little long-winded explanation about what I'm doing. I hope that doesn't bore the hell out of you. We've got 600,000 tier 7 water already. So I've just been running it since last night. I'm very happy. And that should allow us to move through the quest book if we want to today and do some of this stuff. I want to get passive Naquadah online though first. That is definitely more important, I think. And let me catch up with chat. Hello, Olsendsk. And Solarius doing well, trying to figure out why recipes say they can macerate to have 2 outputs in LV but never seem to. I do know the answer to that. And that's because LV macerators only have 1 output slot. If you look at a HV macerator, you see that it has 2 output slots, meaning that it can get 2 different outputs from it. And if you go up to EV, which is like the best one, or even higher, you'll see it goes up to 4 output slots. I don't know if I have a high tier single block macerator right now. Yeah, here we go. How large is the consumption rate of graded water? It's not huge. It's not as big as you think it is, but it's enough to warrant doing optimizations like this. We need that water for these prepared wafers soon. 1,000 liters per each 16 photonically prepped wafer. And then each of these turns into like some amount of something. What do we do with this? 16 more enhanced wafers, and then each of these gives a couple of raw exposed crystal chips, which we'll need in bulk for these opticals. So you do need a good way to do water. Macerating purified nickel, yeah. In the steam grinder, you should get outputs, I think. Because it is a multi-block and it has multiple output slots, I think it should give you the... Oh, I think I see what you're saying. Purified nickel. So purified nickel ore will never give you platinum metallic powder. I guess... Oh, wait, I see it. Here it is. It is a 10% chance. Did you do it enough? Yeah, like not a lot for water. Maybe a couple of buckets per hour. Yeah, that's a good amount. 600 times. You know what's hilarious? That is really weird. I actually have no answers for you. A steam macerator should be able to handle that and give you platinum metallic powder. That is really odd. Well, I hope we can find something on that. But in the meantime, I'm going to work on some Naquadah. I think it's time that I did some from the ground up processing and just got some passive Naquadah because I'm kind of fed up with the way I currently process it, which is on demand. But this is how we do it. So we take Naquadah oxide mixture dust and centrifuge it with phosphoric acid, I believe, to get this. So we're after you. Okay, that's weird, but I guess I'll take it. And then this we LCR with sulfuric into Naquadah rich solution. Are you backwards? Okay, no, you're good now. And then we get this out of that. Naquadah sulfate dust. And then we electrolyze that into Naquadah. Alright, that looks good. So every 10 Naquadah oxide dust approximately gives us 4 Naquadah. We can make that work. Pretty sure you only get the byproducts in HV+. I thought that the steam macerator gave you byproducts. I could have sworn that that was the case, but I could be wrong. And hello, user of the clouds. So let's get started. Why are we out of Naquadah oxide mixture dust? That is kind of scary, chat. We've been eating through this, I guess. We've got a whole bunch of low-quality Naquadah sulfate dust, which we do need to recycle. All right, let's keep it simple. Let's start with the basics. So if we need more of this, we need to get space mining on Naquadah oxide mixture. Naquadah ore, could do it through Meteor. Isn't there a space mining way to get Naquadah oxide mixture dust? Am I crazy? Space mining, Naquadah oxide mixture ore. I think I would need to consult the spreadsheet for this. One sec, chat. I'm popping up a fucking spreadsheet. I'm getting flashbanged too. Oh, jeez. All right. 9's copy. Find Naquadah. So we have an 11.24% chance with a UV mining drone at distance 121. Okay. All hail the spreadsheet. Yeah. Let's pop. Oh no. Oh, we need to make another one. Unfortunate. Hello, fights. Oh, geez. Cheers. Got a lot of space in my base nowadays. It's time to expand, I think, in a couple of ways. We need a new assembly line building. This is getting a little cramped, in my opinion. Just started a Factorio run, loving it. Lovely. I've always wanted to try Factorio. I do love Satisfactory. That is one of my favorites. I don't know if I'll like Satisfactory anymore, though, to be honest. Like, after Gregtech New Horizons, like there's just nothing. There's nothing that holds up. Let's call one of you. I don't like how that lagged. That made me uncomfortable. I wonder if I have everything chunk loaded over here. That might be the problem. Looking good. All right. Well, let's just hope that nothing bad happens. Satisfactory has a lot of alt recipes and byproduct exploration. Factorio has none of that, and I love it. Wow, an average byproduct hater. Not a Chad. Alright, so I want to set up phosphoric acid just for this centrifuge, I think. So we need an MCR plus a quad centrifuge. And then this goes into another MCR, which goes into that, which we then, I guess we electrolyze it. So 2 MCRs, maybe 3 for the sulfuric. I think it might be dumb to be on demanding sulfuric though. Let's get our coils. 14 of you. Are you doing base game / space age? I'm a bit rusty, so just doing base game plus some mods might dip into space age. I've heard good things about space age. Looks pretty exciting. I saw that Threefold was doing a playthrough for a while, but I haven't. I checked in on him a while ago, and I think he's having a rough time of it. But I hope that he's going to be okay. Never been an achievement hunter. Lame. We need a projector. I think we could do 7. No, that's... Yeah, there we go. 6 is good. Forgot GTNH. I don't know how we have 10 centrifuges, but I'm not going to complain. I gotta admit, I don't know if I would qualify myself as like an achievement hunter, but I am starting to like the look of a Stargate. Like the idea of getting Stargate is getting ever more enticing. I am getting pretty close, to be fair. Like it's not an invalid thing to be looking towards at this stage. I think we need to do another laser over here. Laser source goes here. UV laser. And we got targets all over the place. Once you get Stargate, what can you do with it? Nothing. You can walk through it once. You can flex on it. Solarius is asking me, how many minutes do I have? Currently, I'm at almost 1,200 hours. And then Leaf has 400 hours, and we went through early game together. So I'm doing pretty well. as far as time goes, but mostly because I do a lot of research and talk to a lot of people, and like I don't experiment on my own as much. I try to ask what other people do and do as minimal frustrating stuff as I can. I get frustrated when mechanics don't work the way I think they do. So I instead of not wasting, instead of spending a lot of my time like figuring out mechanics on my own, I will often just defer to others, which is a huge time save that I know not everybody's into playing like that, and they shouldn't play like that if that's not their jam, but that is my jam. So as such, my run is pretty optimized, like fairly. Nothing insane. I love the ball crushing factory, said the guy who. Never mind, I can't finish that sentence. There's VODs after all. My run is hot garbage, dumpster fire floating down a sewer. What makes you say that? UV energy hatch is probably fine. I don't think that's a very kind way to speak to your run. Yeah, I mean, are you having fun? Can't be much worse than the guy who autocrafts helium. I have no clue who you're talking about. Please elaborate. Like, there's no one here would do that. I don't think. That's not a thing that people do, right? Right. Yeah, I've been put on blast for my previous on-demand helium escapade. Guys, it's not that deep, I promise. I promise. All right, how do I want to do power here? All right, UV 64 amp dynamo. That's an energy hatch. I don't even know why I have that, frankly. Got options, none of them I really like. I'm feeling lazy. I'll fix it later, is what I say. Come on, there you go. There you go. Attaboy. Yeah, I wouldn't worry too much about having like a fucked run pre like LUV. If you can get to LUV and your run is still like noticeably fucked, then I feel like it's a time to like, like step back for a bit and like think about it for a little bit. But everything pre LUV is like just you're just making it so you can get to the next tier. I mean, in my opinion, because I'm kind of a track star. So I wouldn't worry too hard about it. As long as you can make some progress and if you might feel janky, then I think you're good. All right, you go there. Why aren't you happy again? Do you need like a muffler, probably? All right, what are you running? I need you to stock sulfuric. Oh no, it's phosphoric for this. Indium phosphate. I don't really need indium, but I guess I'll take it. Gallium hydroxide. Huh, interesting. But you know, if you do feel unhappy with your run, that is also a valid like place to be. Um, I wouldn't get too down about it. There's always up and up. I'm gonna do a cursed trick here. Um, we're gonna actually maybe I'm not gonna do a cursed trick. Damn. How do I want to do this? I remember back in the days when stocking input buses were expensive. And what is this output? Just the two dusts? Okay. Pop those two bad boys down. All right, I remember that. I feel like mega chem reactors have the weirdest bus rules. I think the top is only input. No. Maybe? And the bottom is only output or something crazy like that? Or maybe the top is only fluid. No, maybe it just doesn't have any of these rules and I'm crazy. Auto taping maintenance are expensive, which is why I'm quadruple wall sharing them right now. I'm also like, I'm feeling a little broke recently, so that's probably part of it. Like, I don't think normal people should be doing that shit, but I don't know. Maybe it is. How are we making phosphoric? Circuit 24, water, oxygen, phosphorus. That should be pretty easy. No circuit. Top and bottom are both annoying. I hear ya. How are the auto taping ones expensive? Let me show in a sec. Are you just flexing on me, Auroras, or or is this a genuine question? It's not the auto. Oh yeah, here it is. It's a lot of reinforced duct tape is fine. UV components, UV circuits, americium wire. Honestly, none of this is that expensive. It's just time consuming to make. It's like 300 seconds in a UV assembly line, so I would probably just need to batch a bunch of these out. Genuine, actually. Okay, so you're not just flexing on me. That would have been pretty fucking funny, though, TBH. How do I want to do this? Maybe like. Alright, Desert Sand feels warm at night. You did great for a little bit, but I think I need to switch you up. Oh no, are we out of cyan cables? I guess I have to... Oh shit, chat. I just realized something. We might actually legitimately be out of cables. We have 23 Certus core. Um, this is a little embarrassing, I cannot lie to you. Let's go consult the blinding spreadsheet again. Alright, quartz is best with an MV minor at 101. Genuine, actually not even playing a GT pack right now? Damn, bro. You just like stroking it or something? What are you doing? Alright, are we at like Naquadah 5 or something? 1, 2, 3, 4. We are legitimately at 5 P2Ps. Oh, I think this is unbound. Hello? Alright, we're having trouble computing. I'll let that do its thing. Been playing all the mods 10 with my kids on and off. Feels much more my speed. Like serious to my IQ. Don't sell yourself short, my friend. It's not about it's not about the short play. It's not about like completion. I don't know. It's a time sink. You know, if you have kids and stuff, the amount of time you need to devote to this, I can see that. But it has nothing to do with how smart you are, in my opinion. I think it just legitimately takes a gigantic time investment. Let's pop one of these. No, I didn't. Okay. One of these bad boys in with some phosphorus. Do that. You should be channeling. And I did all that for nothing. There you go. Circuit 24. Holy shit. Yeah, that's enough phosphoric acid, I think. That'll do for a while. God damn. Uh-oh. Chat, just don't say anything about it, please. It's not worth it. Just let it go. Let it go, chat. Don't look at it. Off to bed. Have a good rest of your stream. Thank you so much, Solarius. It's always lovely to have you. I hope you have a fantastic night. Okay, I believe this should work as soon as we get channels and shit. We got our Naquadah oxide mixture dust, we got our phosphoric. That is slow as rocks. That makes sense. We up silly styling our cables. Oh, you know what? Let's make a mark. Let me move my cable that I feel like I keep interacting with against my will. We need a mining drone Mark II. So let's pattern that bad boy out. No circuit. Tungsten steel drill tip? Come on, man. Really? Pop that bad boy in like that. Hello, Charcoalist. I don't know if I am saying that name correctly, but please let me know how I do pronounce your name, if that is possible. I followed during an ad and I don't know why. That is fucking vibes. That's vibes. There you go. Sometimes my molecular assembler patterns will just get stuck. And I don't know what it is, but it kind of annoys me. Like, there you go. Like, we're all good to go. Charcoalist. Charcoalized? What is this crazy look at Minecraft ass? Haven't been in here a bit, but I got recommended some of your YouTube vids. Not too shabby. Thank you. Oh no, what was the second way I said it? Okay, well, anyway, this is the mod pack Gregtech New Horizons, which is some crazy ass technology pack that has taken me 1,200 hours to get this far. And I can show you a little bit of the base. YouTube is not my main, actually. I started on Twitch and I make YouTube tutorials and stuff. Here's the B area. Here's auto crafting. Yeah, it's we've put a lot of love into this world. Speaking of this world, let's go do some space mining. I did make some GTNH specific guides. They're pretty good, actually. I'm pretty good. I'm stoked. I am very happy with my AE2 guide, and I'm working on the second one for Gregtech specific stuff. All right, I need to consult a spreadsheet for this because that's what type of game this is. We're going to do distance 101 with a tier 2 drone. 101, tier 2 drone, and what do you need? Steel tips and stuff. $16 steps, that's fine. Gonna lurk for a little bit, but I will be back. Lovely. I also saw your base got added to the load screen. It looks sick. Well, thank you. Yeah, I worked really hard on it. I'm very stoked that that is there. All right, I think we have the computation and everything. Yeah, we're locked and loaded on the steel tips. So let's hope that I get some Certus quartz. I'm gonna go over to ore processing real quick and pause everything so I can filter it accordingly. I think we get this. I want to pin these four. Vanadium can go where it's gotta go. Nether quartz we want to be sifting. So let's pop these bad boys in here. Quartzite, Certus quartz, nether quartz. And then we'll just have to see what happens with the mining thingy. No lurk command? I actually don't know what a lurk command is, I'm not gonna lie. I said that I do more streaming than anything else, but I also legitimately know almost nothing about streaming. What is a lurk command? On a cable, UV energy hatch. Pop these bad boys down. Cool, that is like literally 4 times faster. I think it's only using 1 amp of power. Then we need to find a place to output this stuff. I guess it's outputting directly onto mainnet, which is probably not good. But this stuff goes into another LCR. No, why did I do this twice? And why does it build so quickly only when I don't want it to build that quickly? Oh my lord. I just Googled it because I didn't know either. It looks to be a command you set up on the back end when people want to support the stream but are just going to lurk instead of actively contribute. Command usually returns something like a thank you or other message. Vertical wall sharing. I will need to look into that because I have never heard of that before. Oh, wait a minute. This actually kind of... Well, wait a minute. Does it actually fuck up what I'm doing? No, it doesn't. This actually helps in a way. Let me think about this. How do we want to do this? So I think I'm going to make this a little subnet. I'm going to partition the phosphoric and sticky card it. And then I'm going to do a wireless. Oh no, I just thought about this though, because this is going to be filled with phosphoric 99% of the time. Alright, let's fix this then. Feels weird to destroy that, but we're just going to have to. Still no Certus quartz. I'm kind of scared about that. Oh, I turned off the IOF's LMAO roof sharing. Bees ask, what does the sticky card do? Well, I did just make a video about this, so I will link it, but I would also be happy to explain it on stream. A sticky card makes it so the items filtered on the sticky card can only go to that storage location and will not even enter the network if it can't make it into the storage location mentioned. This is really good because it's like ring 1 basically. It allows you to do, it's like pretty much infinite priority for a filtered item, which is fire. We like that. Yeah, I got a little bit of Certus quartz dust. There we go. Let's see if the IOF will make anything of it. There we go. I could start autoclaving Certus quartz dust, I think. I wonder. Oh, there's a chem reactor. Wait a minute. Wait, that's free as fuck. Maybe not 4 million. Give me it. 1, 2. We gotta get to 4816. That's as high as I can go, I think. In one little bit. What is this? Is it GTNH exclusive? I don't think it is. I do not think it is, actually. I think it is like a genuine classic thing in all AE2 packs, as far as I'm aware. Did it already send? Oh, lovely. So let me actually, one sec, now that I say that, let me link this video because it might be helpful. I worked really hard on it, so I'm not afraid to shill it out. Here's that most recent video. Was that graded water? No. So graded water is only used for circuit components and stuff like that. Um, and it unlocks around LUV ZPM is when you need like water, the Waterline, as it is so lovingly called in this community. All right, so that sticky card is going to make sure that all of the phosphoric acid will only go to that area. However, we're going to get another output and a cell. Pop that bad boy in there. Cable goes here. And then I'm going to get a wireless and actually attach both of these together. Is this a blunder? One will never know. I don't think so. I think we'll be okay. Where do I want to put this exactly? So if all goes right, this is subnetted, they both seem to have power. If all goes right, the outputs from this, which should be Naquadah-rich solution, which should just be sulfuric and low-quality Naquadah phosphate, should be okay. This is either like a really dumb solution or like actually pretty good, I can't tell. Do you have a creative ME energy cell? I do, which is why I'm using wireless so forcefully. Oh, wait a minute. I think we're going to need to take out all of our... this should work. We'll see. So we're going to also do Naquadah, low-quality Naquadah phosphate dust. Will all go to here. That's a fluid storage bus. Another sticky card moment. So if I pop these back into the network, you should see them pile up into this super bus, which is perfect. And then we can pop a stocking hatch because we're rich and throw this down. And then that's good. We just need to find a way to put barite back. All right, and then that needs power. Okay, that's valid. Didn't think of it that way. There we go. All right, and then you should see in a sec, this long ass things should pop on in a second, right? Because we should be delivering this Naquadah solution. Let's see, I guess. Oh, no, we're getting phosphoric acid, though. So I did fuck up. Somehow, even though this is sticky carded. I'm trying to get too fancy with it seems. Why are these connected anyway? Oh, never mind. Everything was okay. So where are you going? Fluid cache capacity. Oh. I think it's actually being made right now, and it's just floating by so quick, it's like one ticking the recipes? Maybe? What is going on here? No valid recipe. Oh, yeah, we're out of Naquadah, right? Yeah, okay, we need to go mine some Naquadah. Shit. Alright, there's a second thing we can do, which is we need to do an LCR loop with P507, and then distill that shit back into Naquadah-rich solution. Hello, Finger Dash. Wonder if there's some janky way to turn AE2 power into EU? I hope not. Cheers. Okay. I think the P507 loops, and then we just take low quality Naquadah sulfate dust and loop that with some other stuff. Okay. Two more mega LCRs on order, and then we also need the coils. These things are the most expensive part of the LCR, which are not very expensive for us anymore, TBH. Just a little bit time consuming. Let's go work on that Naquadah oxide dust. Wander over. How are you doing today, Finger Dash? You're on, you're going. 217k Certus quartz is probably good enough for me for now. Oh, we also have Certus quartz combs. Damn, that would have been free too. Didn't think about that. Anyway. Crisis averted. What are you again? Naquadah is a UV drone at 121. Playing GTNH finally. Found some people who host a server and I play with them. They're actually pretty nice guys. Sounds lovely. I'm glad you found your crew, your tribe. There we go. Speaking of tribe. Alright, what do we need with the UV drone? Naquadah drill tip. It's probably time I moved Naquadah to the MEBF as well. Damn. Thought I could escape. Is there an Open Computers way to do the space mining? There probably is, to be honest. Nothing too deterministic though, because the thing with ORPROC is that it gives you like a non-determinate amount of outputs. I'm sure I could do, so what I have over here with space pumping, which I'm sure you saw, is an OC script that switches between a bunch of different fluids and configurations. But the outputs of space mining are far less deterministic than like space pumping, which is just one-to-one. So I can imagine that would get a little messy at times. All right, this is far too slow. This one guy is holding down fucking fort right now, and it's time we fix that. Oh, that's not even what I wanted. Put that back. There we go, Naquadah. You can probably multiply this a couple times as well. Jesus Christ, that is so quick. All right, maybe we do need to multiply this a couple more times. $34,000 ingots. Damn, Chad, that is kind of fucking insane. I cannot lie. That is so much faster. I doubt that this can even keep up at this point. Is there an open computer? Oh, you could just have it run until quota is met for each recipe. That is true. That is not. You know what? Are you an OC like demon? Because you should come up with that. I feel like that would be kind of fire. I would love that. All right. Let's also work on refining the the output. So when we do this Naquadah recipe, there is like a byproduct that we get. We get this low quality Naquadah sulfate dust, which we can loop with P507 and some water. And then it returns all the P507 as well as some more Naquadah rich solution. So I'm going to make a little setup for that. All that should require is LCR and then a Dangote quad to make the Naquadah rich. And I think we're good. Hello, FX Audi. The only programming I know is for CNC machining. I don't know. It sounds like you're in the pocket, you know? Sounds like you're ready. How do I want to do this? Pop that in there. Okay. Okay, that's good. Multi-block projector is kind of goated, cannot lie. Where do I want power to go? It is important to keep multis within the same chunk. No, I align it for like personal aesthetic reasons, just to stay organized. Multis within chunks is an old thing that was patched a while ago, and please don't take this as like a my playthrough is not a guide on how to put out your multis. Like, please do not do this if you do not want to do this. No one should force you, but I enjoy the look of multis that are in the correct places. Correct, I say. So I just do this. So I don't know. Yeah, 100's fine. Okay, stocking low quality Naquadah sulfate. Pop a reservoir in here. That is not what I wanted to do. My magnet is gone. How is my magnet gone? Hey, Nye, how's it going? I was just showing off my waterline earlier today due to your cool like optimizations that I absolutely am in love with. And then once I'm done with naqfuel, I'm very ready to like flow through opticals. We got our tier 7 water online and printing. Here it is over here. Look at how cute I made this, Nye. This bus converter thing is like the fucking bomb, and I did the LSC trick. Shit is ballin'. So I'm doing 64 parallels on this. And yeah, I don't know if you've ever seen the bus converter, but what it does is it takes the redstone signal strength. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then it's based on color. So that is, I don't know, that's pretty nice. Finally switching from illegal LEGs to naqfuel. Yeah, it's time. And then yeah, I have these volumetric flasks and like the importers and stuff. I'm very happy with my solution. I can see all of the inputs, and then this is my like control circuit over here that I added. Yeah, I don't know. I'm very happy. Ever since last night, we're up to 763,000 tier 7 water. Coal stall. True, I do need to get my component assembly line to UHG plus. Nice. All right, looks like our Naquadah oxide mixture is coming through, and then our Naquadah sulfate dust. We need to set up some electrolyzers for this, but then we're golden, I think. 2.3 seconds at MV? Yeah, we should be flying. So let me fix this byproducting. Should keep them in a monument unless they just full on delete the blocks. What do you mean? Oh, the LEGs? Yeah, I probably will keep them where they're at. There's no point in moving them, right? All right, what am I doing? I guess we can make 4 dangotes. Lovely. Wait, it's on 1K ZPM hatches? The Waterline? No, it's on 4096. I'm only using 256 amps of UV. So I'm on UV hatches, but I'm not like using all the energy in the world. I could use more. It's not a huge need to, though. How do I want to do this? I feel so cursed about this. Why does it look like the muffler hatches are not even doing anything? Then how big do we need the dangote for this low quality? So 0, 1, 2, 3, tier 3. That looks like it's more than enough. Why does it? Oh, that's my bad. Is pollution turned on in this run? It was for a while. I wanted to go full vanilla. We're not even using world edit in this run. Um, but I kind of realized after a while that the bit rate for you guys when I have pollution on and I have all the particles running by is fucking horrible. And so it's not worth it to sacrifice bit rate for that. Like that's like one step too far for me. You know what I mean? So that's where we're at. Okay, so what do I want to do here? I want this with the P507 to get looped. I'm doing the cursed technique, chat. Don't tell anybody. I think we can make a subnet for this. And then just trash what we don't want. Like, I don't give a shit about diluted sulfuric acid, right? I do care about the P507. And then the Naquadah-rich solution goes out. I really don't know the best way to do this. It's kind of weird. I could send it all through mainnet, but I don't want to. I guess... only one way to find out, right? We're going to do another one of these output hatch subnet thingies. Let's pop that bad boy in here. This is like possibly one of my favorite songs ever. I have a lot of songs that I like. But Childish Gambino, this one song has so much in it. And then we're storing, what are we storing? Low quality Naquadah sulfate, and I might as well sticky it. Who knows? P507 is looped, as far as I remember, which is why I didn't do a stocking. Maybe we do Aurora's the Dink Water. Cheers. I'm just wondering how to do this with an ME system. You know what, actually? I have an idea. Gentlemen, I might not have a brain, but I have an idea. We're gonna do Uno reverse card. Pop this bad boy here, because we're rich. And then another sticky. Pop that in there, P50, whatever the heck, Ender IO fluid conduit. I mean, that's like kind of essentially what we're doing in a really fucked up way, which is hilarious to me. So, like, like you joke, but you jest, but in reality, that's what's going on. Just use a filtered fluid bus. I could, but then I would need to store it somewhere, like in mainnet. I don't want to do that. Wait, a filtered fluid bus? That's what I'm doing. Wait, we're on the right track then. Let's go. All right, we've got 6.5 milli P507. Let's get a cell. Pop that bad boy in there. All right, and then you should have an output hatch and you should be like ready to go. There we go. And then that should send everything into here. And these dang goats don't have power yet, so that's valid. And that is the controller, which I actually kind of need. Let's count how many amps we're doing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, right, 14 times 2, 28. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16. Yeah, we have enough space. And then that leaves me with, it's what, 44 amps? 450. Yeah, it leaves me with a good 16 amps left. Okay, we're good. I like to make sure that I'm not over pulling 64 amps on a single thing. Yes, thank you for reminding me about the Dangote upgrade. We will get to that. Let's do that right now. Not enough item output space is not what I expected to see, but I'm glad that it didn't work. Let's see, how do we want to do this then? I guess I can put maintenance over on the sides here. Output bus it up. Let's get some music on. I've got to say, I have been kind of annoyed with ME output buses and needing to put a cell in each of them. It's kind of been ruining my day. Is there a way? Oh, you can auto craft them, I guess. I could have a pattern that auto crafts the 524K output buses. It's kind of a pain in the ass though. It fixed in future releases. I love this song. This is like this is peak Joji era. Other than Filthy Frank, of course, but like I guess we don't talk about that anymore. How did they fix it in future releases, Adi? I'm kind of curious. This is not my best wiring, I gotta say, but oh Jesus Christ. It's not a problem with ME outputs voiding items. Oh, yeah, that's been a problem. I just give it a big enough cell that it doesn't. But yeah, I thought the problem was that you had to do the cells for each of them, which is kind of annoying at the end of the day. But I guess I could make an auto crafting recipe to make me the 64K outputs. I would just need to remember. All right, I think that's all linked. So you're good. The next thing I need to do is output the diluted sulfuric and stuff. How are we gonna do that? Get that, Naquadah rich. Trash our sulfuric. Goofy ass solution, but it's gonna work. So we ball. What's behind the mega wall of Corp? That's the Outlands. We're gonna work on that at some point in time. If you've ever watched the Tron movie, there's like an Outlands part where it's like undeveloped terrain, and that's the goal for that area. But this is like the edge of my map. We're gonna do one big hexagon, and then I think I'm gonna do Gorge over here, Godforge on this side. We got space elevators up here and fusion here. This is like the auto crafting realm. We're working on that. And then this is like passive processes, ore processing, magic. Yeah. All right, are you good to go? It seems like it. It also seems like we're getting our Naquadah rich solution in and out. It's almost like we're going to need a place to store this Naquadah sulfate dust indefinitely. So we're going to have a lot. Guess who just discovered that my praseodymium extracting nanoresin has been voided? Holy shit. With the water pond, they travel over to the hidden base. Yeah, exactly. I made a new cell area. SEL? What is that? And I don't want to move our current ones over because no wireless computing is annoying. All right, lovely. I think that's just working, frankly. And then we should just turn this to insert only. And then that works. Let me put some music on. Ooh, I haven't heard this in a while. Space elevator. Ah. Yeah, wireless computing will help with that quite a bit, I think. All right, that's looking really good. I think the last thing to do then is to add a electrolyzer stack. Wish that I was in. This song comes from the heart, man. Shirbong. I've heard nothing but bad things about Shirbong. All right. Listen. I gotta do what I gotta do. All right, just don't look. Is music too loud for you guys? I don't know how the balancing is right now. It is Goog. Structural integrity. I'll clean it all up later, I promise. Trust. Don't trust. Oh shit, I just had a fucking revelation, chat. I put the maintenance hatch in there. Shrek, I'm looking. Chat, this is not my best wiring, but please let me be. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. How could I fix this actually? Actually, I think I know exactly how to fix this. All right, we need to, the lesser of two evils sometimes needs to be found. Okay, all right, all right. We're cooking now a little bit. This isn't terrible. This isn't the most terrifying thing I've ever made. Pop that bad boy here. Why is this subnetted again? Doesn't this need to be connected to something, or am I crazy? Naquadah oxide. What was I cooking here, chat? Is this mainnet right here? I guess it is. Beats me. Don't care about oxygen. Sulfur dioxide, or sulfur dust, Naquadah, Crazy. I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. A rubber room. A rubber room with rats. Rats make me crazy. Alright, there we go, chat. Your scaffolding is now structurally integral, okay? I don't want to hear nothing. Cell workbench, pop that bad boy in. Get our Naquadah, or actually, let's bump it up a notch, shall we? Here's our Naquadah cell that goes there, and then we get our sulfur cell, which I don't know, I'm not gonna just turn it into nothing, right? Hello, Namzi. We did just have music on, it just isn't auto playing for some reason. I turned autoplay off, I guess. One moment. Hello, Namzi from Hit Game Namzi Factory. Okay, and then we'll void cell the excess sulfur when needed. How are you doing today, Namzi? I dislike you. Whoa. That's some crazy, crazy big fighting words, bro. Oh no. All right, the best way to do this, I think, is probably this way. Pop these cells in here. High prio, low prio. Turn down the music a fraction. Getting ready for class. I don't miss class. Or terminal. I always miss up terminals and interfaces. For some reason, that always gets me. How are you, Nine? Feeling better? I'm feeling okay today. I went climbing with my lovely friends and they made me feel great. So I had a pretty decent climb today and a good time. How are you doing, Namzi? All right, here's a real question, chat. Do we give a shit about excess oxygen that is created by this? Probably not. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well. Oh, I forgot to stock it. That's a lot of oxygen, though. Like, that's not something to scoff at. I kind of feel bad. Is there a way? There is a way we can do this in like a sane-ish manner. This is looking a little less sane than I had in mind. All right, let's move these cables. Can't squeeze in here. Holy shit. This is probably the most spaghetti I've gotten in quite a long while. It's compact though. As per 9 multi of the week #1. Oh my gosh, hello, Omai. How's it going, my friend? All right, there we go. So we've got our Naquadah dust dustin. Not enough item output space is not a good thing. What does that mean? Oh, no, why does it do this? This is such a dumbass feature. For some reason, my output buses, if you put a storage cell in the output bus ME, it'll try to shove it into a drive. The only way I've found to counteract this is to turn it 90 degrees and do connect to any side. But it's such a dumb feature. Why would I ever want that? There we go. Our Naquadah dust is being eaten, though. It's probably by this, which I don't want it to be. Hello? Please? What? Wait. Disable with redstone and it's on? Chat, are we fucking backwards today? What is going on? Are you seeing this? This is lit up. The red alloy wire is power 15. It's turning off when it has enable with redstone. That's kind of goofy. Let's say 1 million Naquadah. I think you need to power the side or some shit. Oh. Which is impossible without wireless. Okay, I see what's going on actually. Yeah. What's the best way to do this then? Because I don't want to use too much. Stop. Stop using my Naquadah. Shove a repeater into it? Yeah, I think I have to do wireless, which is kind of annoying. It's because these glass just does not allow anything but wireless. Transmitter, receiver internal, transmitter external. Grab one of these boys. Sorry, let me catch up with chat. It's going well. I actually created a new design for universal automation stuff, though it still requires you have some excess circuits. It's pretty small, hasn't broken yet. It doesn't require drives or cells or Steve's factory manager like my last one did. You should share that with the big thread on Universal. I'm sure that someone could use your innovations in some way. It's kind of fitting to use a Naquadah frame box for this, I feel like. All right, transmitter external. We need to give this some diabolical name like NAQ F naqfuel 5496. Yeah, that's good enough for me. Or we just flip the polarity, I guess. Naquadah dust. Perfect. Okay. So when we're under Naquadah, or under the amount of Naquadah we need, we turn this off. But I'm keeping 1 million Nac dust. Don't share, just gatekeep? I could. Yeah, the MCR has that problem. Oh shit, you know what? That's true. Wait, but this MCR works. Oh, maybe it just doesn't have enough fluid output. That's kind of funny. Well, I'm sure we'll encounter problems sooner or later. It might not scale as well because you need physical circuits and mass. I see what you mean. 5496 equals Nac. All right, listen. N is like kind of close to like N and 5 give like the similar vibes, right? I'm not wrong. Like that's like factually true. They just give similar vibes. And then 4 and A, that just makes sense, right? All right, we got our Naquadah dust. I think maybe I should redo my patterns for Naquadah. It's vibes based. It's not based on any science or none. Naquadah. This song is very... Man, Joji reminds me of this one person in my life. I gave them a CD of... Because I think I introduced them to Joji. We were like best friends for a while, and I gave them a CD with pressed Joji songs that I knew that both of us loved. And I haven't been talking to that person as much. We had a thing, and I miss what we used to have, I think. But I think I don't know. Maybe I've moved on with my life. I don't know. This Joji just gives me a lot of feelings, man. All right, now what am I doing, chat? We've got Naquadah online finally after so many years. What's next? I think we need to do praseodymium. We might as well hook up the first naqfuel thingies though. We need to laser in energy to this. And part of the song, the reason it hits for me so hard is because like partially I've moved on from them. I don't know. it's uh it's a big song with a lot of feelings in it. All right, laser target, pop that bad boy in there. We should probably just make a couple of these at this point. How are those numbers coded into letters? Oh, it's vibes based. I think I have synesthesia a little bit, so I kind of just it's not very strong for number letter correlations at all. It's just kind of a vibe. But I do have really good synesthesia for um, like pitch and color. So like G is a dark green color. What's one that isn't the same color? E flat is golden. B, no, that's incriminating as well. A flat is orange. F sharp is like light green. The number 7 is a letter, but I'm not sure what letter it is. That's vibes. Yeah, I'm not a very strong opinion on any letters or any combos like that. All right, so we need 1,000 or 1,100,000 EU for this first refinery. And then we're gonna laser the second one, 46 million EU per tick. Off the top of my head, that seems like it's 23 amps of UHV. It's 24, which means that it's 6 amps of no, opposite way. 80, 100 amps of UV, so 120 amps of UV. Yeah, I know it won't OC. I'm just trying to figure out how big of a laser I need on it. And then I'll probably do this to limit it. So let's just give it 256, and then it'll use what it needs. Okay, laser's in. This probably needs to be turned on. All right, and then the second one, I think that's formed. All right, yeah, you're happy. And UHP. You do not need that much. Oh, you do need that much energy. Okay, I'm fucking lying, chat. We can just UHV energy hatch dynamo this. wiring. Hey, hey, this is my base, okay? That looks fine to me. You know what? Actually, I can make this look like fractionally better if it makes you feel any better, which I'm sure it does. It makes me feel better too, TBH. I do like to have a pretty base, but like I've kind of reserved myself at this point. The naqfuel area is probably going to go through a couple of different iterations at the beginning to get online, and once it gets online, I feel like then I can appropriately do what I gotta do. But as for now, it's gonna be messy for a little bit until I figure out exactly what I want from it. So NAC 3 will just go straight across the pond over here. And we just need the praseodymium. Do I just send it straight across, or should I subnet it? Yeah, whatever. Is that janky, chat? Probably. Yeah, it's even worse. Physical fluid pipes. I think I might need a pump to get this in, though. Oh, does that not work? Oh, no, you're good. All right, there we go. We're making our first NAC 3. What we need to do now is get this heavy NAC and light NAC fuel, which we can get from NAC solution, which we're getting plenty of acidic Naquadah emulsion from the blast furnace, and then we just need to turn that into our step with a couple of things. Will we be sending power from the NAC reactors to a central LSC on an independent line or flipping all active transformers? I was smart this time. We have one output transformer, and then this input transformer comes from our LSC. So we are doing things correctly. Everything's going to go through the LSC at some point or another. All right, how do we want to do this? Is that literally, we just need a praseodymium? And then, all right, let's do the next part that we need, which is the heavy Naquadah fuel stuff. So we need LCR with quicklime, and then it outputs all this stuff, and then quad centrifuge, I think, and then we're good. And then a quad distill this again. Hmm. I have another idea, Chad. It's a bad idea. Alright, you're still chilling. Maybe I should have like a quantum in between for NAC3. You know what? Actually, we're gonna go this far. Whatever. I'll just keep it like this for now. Jank is fine. Would be hilarious if there was a channel point boom sound redemption. I don't like being scared that much. That is very funny. Like objectively, that's really funny. But I don't personally like being scared that much. But I see how torturing me would bring joy, you know? It's like it just makes sense, right? May I call you Jenkins Khan? I'm not doing that janky. Like I think we're like looking pretty okay. 57,000 to Quadria. That's pretty good. And you know what? I should really level emit based on naqfuel or the next step in the process. We'll figure that all out some other time. The woman who laid down the harmonies for this shit fucking absolutely cooked the fuck out of this. Where are my other projectors? We've got our fusion coils. What's the problem here? We've got our PTFE pipe casings. Ah. I thought about making a high bit reward where I delete one of my AE2 storage disks at random. That is crazy. I actually want to complete my run though. So Heike will not be doing that. Because I know you guys would do that at every single chance you would get. And because I subnet so well, like I do have some important stuff on my mainnet. Alright, that's good. Another centrifuge stackaroonie. Let's go. Alright, this move that I'm about to pull is a little jank. Check this out. Auto taping maintenance hatch in the middle. That's how we do it. So we centrifuge Naquadah emulsion, and we get radioactive sludge dust. Had. Or maybe... Yeah, This is a 1-to-1. I could just storage bus this. Goofy ass mechanic, bro. Hello, Brianna. I'm dinking up. I'm currently dinking. Oof. What a little stack of machinery going on over here. It's kind of funny. All right, I think that'll give us a good amount of Naquadah over time. It looks like just this line alone has given us 75k in the last like 5 minutes. Just balling. Let me finish up this one thing, and then I'll probably call it on this and maybe see if we can make a little bit of circuit progress. There are not bit rewards, but there are some other stuff. 250k passive boron plasma achieved. What am I working on? I'm working on new power generation. So we're working on Naquadah-based liquid fuel. So I've got this guy who was going. What are you missing? Ah, yes, these things. And he's making this very power-dense fuel called Naquadah-based liquid fuel, which is it's pretty good. And we can turn it into NAQ4 with a couple of more things that we almost have. One of which is molten praseodymium, which we are working on. I think we'll get that tomorrow, but we need to supply our NAQ3 first. So I got to get these two things, heavy Naquadah fuel and light Naquadah fuel, and we're going to get it through this recipe right here, which we're already getting most of the stuff we need for it. So we just need to set up a couple of processing machines for stuff that we already have, and then let it happen. So we need a circuit 3 in quicklime dust and acidic Naquadah emulsion. Circuit 3. Quicklime goes here. Acidic Naquadah emulsion. Pop those two in like that. How much am I putting on this? 18 channels? Yeah, we can do more. Where do I want to do this? Our NAC reactors fuel and EU out. Sorry, that sentence is really hard for me to compute. Can you ask that in a different way? I'm not sure I understand the question. What I do know is that the number of power that I'm getting is much higher than the number of NAC fuel, like the number of EU that the NAC fuel gives out. So this in a NAC reactor gives us 88 million. I think we should be able to run this in 9 NAC reactors to get 30 billion power based on a couple of things. We give it cryothium, which makes it 275% more efficient. I'm not sure what that means. And then we can also give it a molten atomic separation catalyst, which I forgot we need to do that too, to multiply the amount of fuel it can consume and the power output. So basically it just makes it so the rest of our catalysts are less consuming. But I think that's it. Like 16 times more dense in a reactor, something like that. All right, we got that. We got acidic Naquadah emulsion. Output. Not enough fluid output space is valid. Give you an output hatch. Probably like that. I wonder if I can put hatches back there. Yeah, you don't like that, do you? All right, that should work. That is a lot of Naquadah emulsion. What are we lacking? No recipe found. Damn. Let me just centrifuge that. Okay. Bro is stacked up. Hello, Kaizo. Yeah, I'm not doing so bad myself. How about you? Have you been Gregging recently? Are you a streamer, Kaizo? I feel like I have never asked this question, even though I feel like I should have known the answer to this. Hello, Zyrith. Zyrith, I believe, as most people have been saying. How are you doing, my friend? How is Subnautica? We come from the depths. Hello, Drifter. How's it going? I think that's everything. Does it need a circuit number? Let me see. Circuit 1, classic. How do we want to do this? Not enough fluid output space. That's valid, because that's what I'm actually after, isn't it? I need this NAC solution. How do we want to do this? What makes you think? Sorry, I totally just vibed out for a second there. How did your stream go? I apologize. Not focused at all. I'm feeling kind of tired today. I've been feeling very drained recently, honest to God. No, not the cursed drive thingy. I'm gonna subnet the output of this as well. Get a little fluid storage bus action. Pop that bad boy down there. Maybe get some quartz fiber. How many more tiers till UXV? I don't know late game names that well. All right, well, so currently we're at UEV. So we've been through LV, MV, HV, EV, IV, LUV, ZPM, UV, UHV, and now we're currently in UEV. Then we've got IV and MV, and then Endgame. But don't let that fool you, because IV and MV are fucking huge. I honestly think I have a pretty good chance of getting Stargate, though. Honest to God. No valid recipe found. There you go. Alright, radioactive sludge dust can be centrifuged for more NAC, tiberium, plutonium, uranium, and radon. Do I give a shit? Probably not. Can't wait to see you try to fit Gorge in your base. Gorge is going to go over here. So our power gen area is right here. Gorge is the opposite side. That's where we have plans ahead, Drifter. We've got space elevator area up this way. I am excited for Gorge, me personally. How have you been, Drifter? It's been a minute. How's Warframe been? Okay, no thorium-232, which means we're good. Got hit by ads, the classic. You like dirty dishes because we was in sync. That's fire. Alright, we needed some clearing out. Dangote, and then upgrade ship. Damn, it's already 252. Shit. Okay, hello. How have you been, Drifter? It's been a minute. How's Warframe been? Okay. I don't know why it decided to turn itself on, but that's fine. There we go. Heavy NAC fuel 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we need to make it 3? Yeah. I'm gonna be real, I got my Incarnons then quit. Who could have seen that coming? Yeah, I haven't played in a while. It looks fun, but just haven't been. About to get my Cupernickel coils. Let's go. The last thing I'll need will be the energy hatch. You're almost there, my friend. A new era of Gregtech is about to come. You gonna get back into GTNH, Drifter? Or what's the next plan? I think I saw you playing Elden Ring, right? Stalking. Actually thinking about it, Pog you. The disease, it grabs hold of you. Alright, how does this work again? I don't care about water. NAC asphalt. It will damage the reactor. Okay. And we can crack it back into other stuff, which I don't really care about. Thulium sounds good. I'm gonna be a restart though, because this one will be solo. Real, yeah. Early game is rough solo, but if you can make it to that, then you're good. Alright, I think it's time that I did something. Let's get some 16K storage parts. Just grab those rapscallions. This should be pretty free. Thulium, actifulium. Yeah, I've done early game enough where I know how to make it not that much of a pain. That is the key. Yeah, you just need to get through it as quickly as possible. And then once you're there, like you're golden for a while. All right, so we're gonna use these and do this because I'm tired of putting cells in each of these bad boys. My ass is getting sleepy. All right, we grab that. Let's get some power over here. Boom, explosion. We're doing a vertical or horizontal gorge. That's a great question. When it's vertical, I feel like it looks like a light bulb. So I'm gonna try to do the horizontal gorge vibes. I actually haven't thought about the light bulb. Yeah. Don't gorge too much or you will get a tummy ache. Oh my, have you ever seen the Godforge? I know that you don't like to look at spoilers or anything, but I feel like I need to show you this if you've never seen it before. Like I feel like I have a duty to show this to you. Especially with the glowing core. Yeah. I don't want it to look like a Pixar light bulb, you know what I'm saying? I saw the thing on the NEI preview. Yeah, exactly. It's actually bussin'. Okay. What's wrong with you? Do you need a controller? Oh. Oh. Okay. That could have been bad. There you go. Alright, we need to store water elsewhere. But here's our light and heavy Naquadah. How do I want to do this, chat? I think I have a better way. Make 2 of them and you got a dumbbell? Real? That's gotta be water, right? Okay. We're gonna overflow void, lock fluid, lock fluid. I think we need to overflow void this as well. And we need mostly heavy naqfuel. I don't know. Yeah, probably. Okay, and then we lock this. And then I think we're good. Hopefully we never get to that part. And then you should turn back on. All right, perfect. So we've got NAC3 online and ready to go. Our NAC4 is still missing a couple of things, namely praseodymium. And I think that's it, actually. Now that we have all the rest of this, we just need molten praseodymium, which I don't want to fuck with that tonight. I'm too tired for that. So I think we did pretty well. This looks a little gross, but it is passive Naquadah, and we'll work on it. We'll make it look a little bit better, or we'll add some more on that side and it'll look less inappropriate. And I'm fairly happy with the progress that we've made. And then the tier 7 water and all that, like, I think we're doing pretty good. Would I spend time decorating it? No. Would I like to see someone else do it? Yes. We'll probably decorate a gorge on our playthrough. Oh, I forgot to do one more thing. Let's sticky card. Do high prio sticky card. Yeah, so high prio means that it'll take from other things first. So it'll empty, because I know I'm about to empty out a bunch of stuff into the main net that I don't want. Oh, I'm feeling extremely tired all of a sudden for some reason. Let's pop all these bad boys back. And I think that's a pretty successful day right there. How many reactors can one naqfuel refinery support? So there's like a spreadsheet for this. It is generally spreadsheet gaming for naqfuel. I need theoretically 2 refineries doing Mark 3 and 1 refinery doing Mark 4 to keep up with about 10 NAC reactors, which are these guys, LNRs. And that should be making me about 30 billion EU per tick, which is not bad. It's between 20, it's theoretically we get up to 39 billion. I don't think we're going to get to theoretical rates because we're cutting one of the naqfuel refineries and we're probably not going to use all the reactors, and it's unlikely that we'll have everything we need all of the time. So, all right. Man, that is a mouthful. Let's go check on space mining, and then I'll pass along the love to someone else, and we can give him a little raid. What are you doing again? Naquadah oxide. Okay. How much Naquadah we got? That's pretty good, chat. 153k Naquadah is nothing to scoff at. Alright, I'll leave it at that. Some Leve comes on. Let's go give somebody a raid. How about that? I see Jacksterity on. See if there's anyone that we haven't raided in a while. Zet cool. It's been a minute. 3J Lows at IV. Angel Dust, Russian. Why don't we... Let's hit up 3J Lows. I feel like it's been a minute. So, you know the drill. Be kind to yourself and others, or I'm going to be mad at you. and do your best, because it will be good enough. That's all. Let's go give this raid. Much love to everyone here, and peace.